They do decap the point, so that's at least one kill via caches. Brumbar bouncing off a T-3045. Not what he probably wanted or expected, but that's what he's going to get. Meanwhile, T-3045 trying to hold the line. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 bringing you another COH2 replay. This is a 4v4 on steps. With us today we got Payrun, Blood Money, No, Ballistic versus Woody, Hans, Bobic, or I'll just call him Bob, and 20Z. Someone here submitted the replay to me. If you want to be like someone here, submit to greyshotproductions@gmail.com and I'll take a look. And just a friendly reminder, if you want to support the channel, hit that like, subscribe button. Definitely helps out. Only do so if you like the video, of course, but here's hoping you do. But at the very least, also links down below to join Discord, join me on Twitch for live streams in terms of playing Code 2 multiplayer with fans like on Friday, or my Patreon. But 2 Soviets, 2 Brits versus 3 Wehrmacht and 1 OKW. Playtime looking pretty thick for the Allies. Axis a little less so, but not too bad. They still probably have a number of hours with them, so we'll see how this goes. Double team down in the south with the Allies right now. We got a Brit double infantry section plus a universal carrier. Pretty good, I would say that, especially if you have an MG now, because right now with that upgrade with the smoke, oh god, I love this smoke for the British right now. It helps. It really does help counter the Wehrmacht. And speaking of which, 1 Wehrmacht and 1 OKW down south. Basically, we got Ballistic with the Elephant and fortifications by No, so they want to fortify this location and maybe snipe some armor either here or move to mid with the Elephant. That would work as well. Plus counter artillery, and then they have their own artillery. Meanwhile, we have a bunch of supportive abilities to help with sight, defensive bonuses, or anti-armor runs. And then Payrun also going fortified armor. So even though the Allies may be slightly better in terms of playtime, the Axis seem to be really coordinating. Good defensive point here, but the cover in it and barbed wire. MG opening fire, keeping the Allied forces back for a time. The question is he going to upgrade? Oh, he doesn't really have a lot of munitions right now. Oh, it's because this British just literally pushed. I mean, to be fair, he did beat the Wehrmacht player, which is good. And this guy is in cover. Great. So if the MG opens fire on target, he's going to be suppressed. He should be relatively fine. And he's pulling his squad back. So maybe delayed his munitions early, but he's going to definitely pay off by winning that battle and holding them back. So good job there. So yeah, Axis really, a lot of fortification units and also, well, a nice little bonus units. Hopefully that helps out as well. Any case. Bringing it on, we got the Allies with Bob going guard mortar, so heavier infantry and armor, specifically long range with mortar fire and guard rifle fire, good against all targets. So pretty damn, well, yeah, good commander is what I'm trying to say. Down south, looks like the Germans are having a little issue. Allies pushing on forward. Oh wait, no, never mind. Actually, they're being pushed back. The British infantry probably got pushed back by all this infantry. Meanwhile, the Soviets are coming in from the north to try to kind of do a little uppercut, try to knock them out. Pincer them in between, so that way these guys are cut off. But it doesn't look like they're going to gain much ground. MG being positioned. Unfortunately, he's in the middle of this like negative cover area, so that's not really going to work. Meanwhile, he'll have an MG facing south. There's another MG facing north. Once again, great cover, a little more limited cover. Meanwhile, the Axis are kind of holding the more hard points with heavy cover. Universal Carry needs an upgrade. I'll maybe recommend the flamethrower due to the amount of cover down there. We have the Germans coming in from behind. Might get a Panzerfaust. I don't know if he'll kill it. At the very least, yeah, the MG will suppress. Alright. Universal Carrier is alive. MG's going to suppress the flamethrower unit so they can't... Oh, is he actually firing? Okay. I didn't think he would have range. He's going to lose that unit, though. Damn. That's one good kill by, we got 20CZ right there. So good shots, good shots. MG repositioning. I guess he just left it there? A little weird, a little weird. Allied forces pushing on him. We actually have some Soviet support. We got Bob coming in down south, and with him, that might be enough support. MG was looking up north, but there is another MG kind of guarding this area. That is a 42. Penals now will come in. Maybe this MG can set up in time. Nope, Penals are probably going to need satchel or just direct fire it. Meanwhile, with another MG that's currently still focusing on the MG, it did push them back. Great arty hit by, who is this? Woody. Woody coming on in, gets a great shot by the heavy cover. And Penal's continuing to put pressure. We'll grab a free MG from the Axis. Really got to thank him for that special deal. Meanwhile, MG having trouble escaping. Universal Carry, though, coming in with an MG upgrade. Try to open fire. He's going to retreat. MG's opening fire does get the kill, so at least the allies will be unable to grab that MG42, and hopefully the Axis can get that back. Meanwhile, Axis Force is doing very well with fuel because they double capped it, so they have 36 fuel per turn. Luckily, the allies finally were able to push and, well, try to get something. I don't know how long that will manage. Right now, Universal Carry is coming in the south. Do we have any AT moving on in, like a Verken Warfare? Stern Pioneers are one thing, but like you definitely need a pack gun or a Verken Warfare to really make sure that thing stays back. And unfortunately, this MG, it doesn't have our piercing rounds and facing the wrong direction. So yeah, allies most likely seems to hold this position, but Axis aren't done yet because Blood Money is focusing over here. He's targeting mid, easily pushed back an engineer squad, and looks like he realizes, hey, they're busy down there. My guy, the Soviet guy that I've been fighting with, most likely is down south and has very low forces, so I can push up and take a huge portion of his territory and maybe help my allies out. And to be fair, the Axis are being pulled back, but he is at least grabbing additional territory. So even though they lost the fuel and they'll lose probably a couple capture points, they're gaining a few more. And he could always swing down to try to engage some of those troops along the fringes. Meanwhile, we got Ballistic coming in with a scout car. Again, equipped it with a Spong scope. Really good for long-range sight. I don't know, with the half-track getting like its new thing, like the new like way it perceives sight in terms of long range and helps the Axis out, I think I prefer the 222 now overall for like sight-based units other than the OKW half-track. But hey, let me know, what do you guys think of the OKW half-track? Do you guys like it? Did you guys think it was a good buff? I'm so curious on that thing. Anyway, Grenadiers opening fire. Probably would do a little better in cover. But I could say, well, British were in, like, I guess, the little tall grass over there. We got mortar fire coming on in, hitting the Beaufort. Nice job on 222 staying back, though, away from it. So, at the very least, they're like, okay, don't push up, please. Thank you. Nice job, once again, on the Germans cutting off Allied territory. So, right now, they're not getting any of the awesome munitions that they pushed up for in the first place. Meanwhile, again, Axis forces 47 and 32 resources, Allies 31-26, so Allies still lower on the resource scale, but if they connect this, it should be a little more even. Anyway, they're even actually pushing down here. Now it looks like we got a good incendiary going on enough, managed to push back the British infantry, and the Volk squads managed to hold the line. Looks like they were trying to build an emplacement. He had to pull back his Sturm squad, though, and was unable to make it. Meanwhile, 222 is giving chase, trying to kill the conscript. Shock troops coming on in by, oh god, shock rifle. A very good anti-infantry doctrine, but yeah, just not going to bring anything immediately to fight that. Even shock troops, you have to still chase it. Luckily, you don't need a special unit. All you need is Rail Engineers throwing that awesome AT grenade and pinning the armor. Really good job there. Scout car just limping back to base. Some additional infantry firing at it, and with that heavy cover, they might be able to kill it in time. At the very least, shock troops should be able to intercept if they move up. But again, risk reward. Do you want to go for the kill or do you want to capture the point? We'll see what the Axis also do, because again, they have the MG right there, so those shock troops could chase, but they might have an issue. Wait, Rail Engineers. Oh, I think he was threw another AT grenade because I think it just got in use. So, all right. Or you just have no one guarding the 222, so they're just able to walk up behind it and chuck another AT grenade like after like 30 seconds. Shock troops coming on in right behind the MG from Blood Money. Axis forces trying to take mid, or the middle VP. Oh my god, Rail Engineer squad get knocked out from a mortar. Really good job right there. Again, if they're trying to heal it, that's a perfect opportunity to kill units. Looks like they stole the MG, and Soviet forces are taking back an MG42, which is a big plus. Always a nice, find, especially as the Soviets, because I'm actually curious, did you... Yes, okay, so you already went with that. So you already have an MG, but why not getting a second one? We also have some Soviet mines being placed down here, so again, good for defense in case this thing happens to come by. British mines have also been placed, so they are well entrenched in the south, so the island has been secured. I know that's a common scenario for like this area being secure, but I find it a little bit nice bundle grenade, by the way. I find a little bit of karma that the Axis went to doctrines that are designed for heavy fortifications, and in turn the Allies are the ones that are actually fortifying, and no, the Brits don't have a fortification one. They have vanguard operations, but they haven't gotten a fortifications type doctrine. Though I do also find it funny these fortifying the north, which a lot of people find it's like, oh no, it's too big, not a good idea, but can be done. Can be done. You don't just have to do choke points or like areas that are kind of more. I don't know. There's fewer ways in. Anyway, British Blob trying to go on in, trying to kill that Pioneer Squad. Gets the kill on it. Really good job there. It's up to this Grenadier Squad to hold this back until this thing is complete. MG opening fire, but these guys are just running right through. Plus, you could always drop smoke. Again, love the fact no key, but finally he built it. Luckily, the shrub, though, protects him from being suppressed, and they're just going to walk out. Meanwhile, Kubel, Vet 2, like a champ, trying to decap the point. Alas, having issues, and it may die here if he keeps it. Come on, no. Pull it. Aw, he's going to die. Damn it. Well, that was not a worthy sacrifice. He could have lived for another battle. I'm just saying. Anyway, Grenadier Squad's pushing on in against the British Infantry section. We got penal troops as well going in for cover. MG positioning, trying to open fire on it. We got some Axis forces. Stun grenade. A nice rifle grenade. I think he was trying to throw the stun before, maybe. Try to keep it there. And then with the rifle grenade would hit it. But whatever, it ended up working. They killed it. So that's unfortunately a big loss for Bob because he doesn't have an engineer now. So if he deploys armor... Well, hold on. Yeah, if he deploys armor... which he can't because he needs to build a base. But don't worry, he has... Oh, he doesn't have an engineer. Damn it. Well, that's a little bit of an issue. Anyway, Grenadier Squad trying to take this point. Looks like Ballistic. Panzer Grenadier's not a bad idea. Especially if you're trying to counteract shock troops. A good pair of Panzer Grenadiers can at least go toe-to-toe with a single squad. When you get more, they have to get a little more creative with their bundle grenades. But it can be done. MG stopping him. Looks like we have a force coming out on the right. Not a lot of AT, though, with this. But a good weak spot is up here because they can't turn it in that direction. Bofer, you have to watch out for. But as long as you keep your range, you should be relatively fine. Grenadiers trying to go on in to intercept the penals. But MGs are kind of guarding his position, so I really don't think that was necessary. They really would just walked in and immediately got suppressed. Good idea reretreating. Meanwhile, Panzer Grenadiers moving on into the middle VP. We have the Grenadiers charging forward. Not a good idea, but one of them, the smart one, pushing in from the north, firing a rifle grenade. Hopefully gets a good shot on this MG. Bofer, by the way, barely alive from the constant mortar fire and now pack fire in the area. I'm assuming the mortar pit might be trying to help, but I don't think it's gonna... I don't think it'll turn the tide. Meanwhile, we got penal troops rushing on in. They're trying to throw a satchel. Yeah, they're not going to be able to do it. It's so low. You got to look at like how much time it takes to pull out that satchel. Soviets are notorious for having an extremely long like build-up moment where it's like, okay, we're gonna throw it. We're gonna throw it, and dead. You have to make sure they're in a good position. NG opening fire, pushing back the conscripts. We have, oh god, MG42 coming on the flank. Alright, I mean, that's the Soviet one, good for them, but they also might want to watch out for the Axis forces. Down south, Axis forces are pushing up. They knocked out the, is that MG? Yeah, I want to see the Maxim. AT gun pulling on back as well. We have another MG back here, brought to you by Hans. Trying to hold this position. Nice artillery blast to push back a Volk squad. I don't think I'll add another one based on the angle, but they should be able to hold him back. Plus, remember, this thing does have a suppression ability, so it can stop a lot of that infantry in its tracks. At the very least, they decap the fuel, which oh my god, good kill with the mine, killing the squad. Is there any other mines? Oh, it looks like there was a mine over here that stopped using the cover. But I don't see anything else, so it's going to be a little bit more mixed. Meanwhile, up north, we got ourselves Panzer IV trying to open fire on some of the infantry section. Again, no upgrades in terms of weapons, or do you even have 5-man squads? You do not. So Twitty doesn't have anything. That seems to be working out so far. He's holding the north, and it's taking a lot of players. I mean, we can see here, we got 3 separate colors of Germans focusing in this one front. Luckily, we do have some additional British support, and luckily Hans is bringing up upgraded infantry section, and they don't have grenades, but they do have flamethrowers, Brents, and 5-man squads. Now, the AT gun does need to target this. They should probably move it up or kind of move in for counter. Or maybe should move up an AT gun. Do you have one moving up? You have penals. That's it. T-30-45 being made as well. Hopefully that will counteract some of the Panzers currently on the field. Ah. Anyway, MG currently opening fire on the cache. Might be able to get the kill real quick. Nice little victory for the Soviets down south. Again, if the MG's not being contested, why not do a little, like, cheeky move right there and just charge up to kill some caches? Because we can see here the Axis have been laying down some additional caches to try to make up, keep the resources very strong against the Allies. But the Allies about to overtake it. If they take the south, they'll overtake the Axis in fuel. And right now they beat them in munitions. Grenadier squad, don't know what the hell you were doing. But, yeah, get the hell out. Maybe I was trying to put a medic squad, try to heal up. Anyway, we got the Cromwell opening fire. Pack gun redeploying. No Panzer. Oh, Panzer IV back as well. Panzer IV might need to get in there against the Cromwell. He needs to. Gets a great rear shot, though. Aw, man. No. Oh, wait, Pack gun, can you fire again? Fire? Come on! Oh, my God. Nothing. Alright, and Pack gun dies. Penals might be able to either take it or they're going to satchel it, maybe try to kill it. Who knows? Conscripts in mid being pushed back pretty damn quickly. Also, flak hitting him on the way out. They're like, run, man, run! You have to beat the flak! Oh, my God. Anyway. So while they're all running for their lives, we have our engineers trying to go in for this unit. Universal Carrier up to Vet 3. Gotta give a handout to that thing. Really doing a good job holding this territory. Also, that'd be hilarious if a mine got him on the way out, but I don't see any mines here. Unlike what previously happened. Allies laying down some caches. We have munitions and fuel. Right here might be good as well, so you just stop them from decapping. But you might be a little dry on resources. Well, Bob could probably put it down. Brumbar on the field, though. That could be a bit of an issue. Because Brumbar is very good at taking a lot of shots, and looks like that 6-pounder got decrewed from it. Also, Jesus Christ, a lot of munitions for the Allies right now. Well, some more than others, but 20 and Bob both having a ton of munitions at their disposal. Mark target might be a good idea. I know it's a T-30-45 and natively it'll beat a Panzer IV, but if you want to be a lot more decisive, that's what I would recommend. But anyway, Cromwell opening fire against Panzer Grenadiers. Doing quite a bit of damage. Grenade being thrown, unfortunately, does actually be a bit of damage. Not a kill, though, which I think he was hoping for. Meanwhile, Allied forces will, let's see. Yeah, they're taking the south pretty effectively. Looks like he may have lost some additional forces trying to push down. Because he's actually pretty low. Oh, no, he's in mid. That's where he is. Half-track suppressing him. They do decap the point, so that's at least one kill via caches. Brumbar bouncing off a T-30-45. Not what he probably wanted or expected, but that's what he's going to get. Meanwhile, T-30-45 trying to hold the line. Nice shot with the double pack in the south. Managed to push back the Allied force. Now, the question is, with the Bofor gone, with the mortar pick gone, can the Axis finally achieve victory in the north? They have double packs. They have Panzer IVs. We know they have a Brumbar, and it needs some quick heals. But I don't see anything else in the near vicinity. So right now, they have to protect the against the penals. And the Brumbar will do just that. Panzer IV as well. MG opening fire. Need to focus on it. Gets a good kill right there against penals. One satchel going off. They are quickly moving, but they're walking onto it. Do manage to escape with 2 models remaining. We have Grenadiers trying to go for the point. They're trying to do some quick repairs on the Cromwell. I think it might be a little too late. The pack guns redeploy and get in position. They could easily do 2 things. Go for the cutoff, aka be here, so that way if they try to retreat, he can cut them off. Or B, move here, so that way if he tries to go like around, they'll at least hit him there. Or you can separate him as well, try to hit both. Brumbar trying to kill that plane. Do we have any Allied forces coming into for the save? Anyway, King Tiger pushing on in against the British. Doesn't get a great shot off, but hey, its presence alone hopefully will hold them back. Meanwhile, we have a Panther in mid. Conscript swarming it, though, with shock troops coming on in. Do we have anything to kind of deal with it, though? Like, anything at all? I'm kind of just waiting for something. We got a Cromwell running from the Panzer IV. Did use Blitz, but the Cromwell still managed to get away, so good job there. Didn't even have to use War Speed, so we know we went with a Comet upgrade. Anyway, pack guns is still there. Looks like, finally, Perun has won the north, so good job on him. He had a lot of support, let me be very clear on that, but at very least he won. Also, the Brumbar seems to have met its match, but they took the north. They have the middle VP. They can continue to put pressure on the Allies and hopefully catch up with the VP lead the Allies currently have. But the problem is the Allies have fuel, and Axis currently have half the fuel the Allies have, which I guess is authentically accurate. We're going by historical standards. Oh god, what if Code 2 is historically accurate? I mean, like, fully historically accurate as in realism. Oh god. Bottle grenades being thrown. Oh. Well, no, they got rid of that with the snowstorms. Anyway, with all the Germans freezing to death. Anyway. Forces moving on in. Big push in mid. Lots of Panzer Grenadiers. Looks like they heard my joke and was like, alright, Greyshot, you want some action? Stop making jokes and watch this. A nice job with our piercing rounds by the Soviets. Again, MG42. We have a couple AT guns up here along with a T-3045 coming on in. Nice kill right there. Panzer IV has met its match. Again, our piercing round seeing the king. Oh! Light game bomb going off. Not able to kill anything. MG's going to retreat though. We have a double Firefly component. Airstrikes coming on into mid via strafing support. Tiger is half dead. One bounce, one not. Having AT guns now putting pressure on it. Plane just crashed into the Brits. That's a bad day to be a Brit. But at the very least, it didn't take too many casualties. And it looks like a lot of the Axis armor is pulling back. Another Panther is moving on in. Does not cock block the Panther. Tiger. Good idea. Unfortunately, he's about to cock block himself as we're about to see some satchels be thrown his direction. And yeah, I'm assuming the Fireflies might be like, wait a second, are you telling me that their Panthers are open? Oh, happy day. Let's see. They are a little weaker. They would have to worry about that. But they still have a T-34. Oh, is it healing? It is healing. So they do have a T-34. They have a second T-34 coming on in. We also have a Croc on the field. So good job by 20. We actually have, oh my god, Cromwell coming back, killing the cache. Panther, where are you? Retreating, trying to get the hell out of there. Firefly going in the mid. Looks like he sent one for repairs, and the other one is going out for something. Trying to go for the Panzer headquarters. Not a bad idea if they kill it. King Tiger. Oh, don't tell me he's charging. Don't tell me he's charging. You have it. Okay. Whew. I would have been worried there. Anyway, artillery's about to come in. What do you have, Hans? Do you have no, you don't have either one. So it's just going to be normal, both artillery components from the base open fire. They won't have airburst shells. Meanwhile, Panthers firing in the north. T-34 85s on standby with 6-pounder now opening fire as well. Pack gun, though, repositioning. Second pack gun moving on in. So the Panther could lure them into a trap that could be beneficial to win. As we, again, right now he has Vet 2, so we could pin it and take it out. Not using the ability, though. He's going to back up. Croc's going to burn his ally. Panther trying to go in for the shot. But alas, he's going to meet some additional armor. And the additional armor gets some nice rear shots on the Panther. They can back up. Again, pack gun is still there. Now within sight. Can definitely hit the Croc. One of them has been decrewed, though. I don't know if they're trying to kill it. But they probably need to. T-34, I'm assuming repairs. Yeah, I was trying to go back for repairs. Allied forces taking mid. IS-2 is on the field, and right now the Brits are managing to try to take this Panther. So, not a bad steal. Axis definitely on the back foot, but they still have some armor components at their disposal, plus a decent amount of fuel. Although, Paran, for example, did something that was like, okay, we're going to save up, make sure we have enough for the elephant. But at this point, it's going to be so long before he gets the elephant. He may just want to deploy himself a Panther in the meantime. Meanwhile, KV-8 and IS-2 trying to push the Axis back. We have it. Oh, God. Mine over here. Good use. Some strike coming on in. Trying to burn the Grenadier squad. Smoke coming on down to protect the Panther. They have to protect the decrewed Panther at all costs. Nice kill right there. IS-2 still giving the Panther hell, but Panzer Grenadiers and a Grenadier squad coming on in from the north. Managing to get some great shots in the IS-2. Artillery's coming in, though the Panther looks like it will be able to slowly retreat. Remember, even though we have zeroing, they need sight in order for the artillery. Oh, sorry, is this sight? Yeah, it's okay. They need to sight in order to hit it. Without sight, the zeroing won't fire, and the Panther will make its slow escape. Meanwhile, we still have a double Panther up north along with some infantry. This T-34 might bite it. Does bite it. That's a nice little win right there. Double Firefly is still in the south, though. Need to be taken out. Again, for Kettenwerfers could be a good use. Pac-43 could be a good use. Essentially, I would see No-No as more defensive than offensive, because I think what he wants to do, at least in my head, is defend this kind of area from an allied incursion, get those resources, and kind of help out while his allies are duking it out in the north, because he needs to hold that territory to keep those resources going. Also, I just realized the British have the damn flag. When do the Brits are able to control this flag? It's someone's gonna be like, this isn't a Beaufort, but yeah, it's pretty hilarious in my book. they actually shot down the Allied plane, and it's just like, oh, I forgot, we're on the flak. We're actually supposed to shoot the Axis planes. My bad. Perun says for noob to come mid. Hold on. Perun is blue. Why would Perun, who's in the north, go mid? I'm actually confused by that. Nice Gammon Bomb by the commando squad. Grenadiers holding the line, saving the Panther. Like, that's my question. Why are you telling the guy that's been doing rather well in the north? I mean, yeah, sure, he did take some losses, but he's been doing pretty well in that region. The only thing I think of is maybe they're going to redeploy elsewhere, but the Allies are pretty much going to push forward at this rate, because that's where they are. So I'm unsure. I'm really unsure what their plan is. If he could try to break the south and lure the Axis down. Again, the Axis right now cannot engage with the force they have. The Allies have too much armor. Way too much armor. Panther is still under repairs. Can't fire. This one's a second decrew. Are you kidding me? Okay. Well, Panther, you gonna finish it off? No? Alrighty. Well, Panther is actually helping with the fight. And the other Panther is falling on back. I will admit this king is not doing anything. I think No-No should do something in terms of like coming over here, or, you know, doing something to keep them engaged. You have enough men in armor. Also, minesweepers would be necessary. You need to do something. But Cromwell decrewed. Panther, everything's being decrewed. Literally everything. Except for that unit. That did not get decrewed. Firefly biting it. Luckily that... Hold on, did that Panther? No, it died at base. That's hilarious. I made it to base. I'm alive. Oh, God. All right, the good old formula of, hey, guys, we're losing the game. Let's spam Panzer Grenadiers. The question is, will they be able to defeat some of this other scattered armor? Cromwell has been destroyed. IS-2 taking a number of hits. Gonna need to fire from a different angle. Crocodile getting some great shots and a good flame spurt on the Grenadiers, pushing them back. So good job there. They're hanging back to base on very low health. Looks like Royal Engineers are coming on in, trying to save the Panther that's decrewed. And as well, I believe that, yeah, we still have another Panther. So now that would be a second Brit Panther if he could take that, which would be a nice little win right there. IS-2 and KV still burning the Germans away. And I think at this rate, Perun doesn't really have much left. He only has a mortar. 2 Panthers, thanks. That is a bit of an F right there. Bit of an F. Which, by the way, if you join my Discord, I now have an F emote, so there you go. Or at least it should be. I'm waiting for approval. XD or pop says no. What are you? So you build artillery? That's a really good idea, but you know, you might want to focus your forces elsewhere where the artillery is pounding that region. Also, you're kind of doing like... You could have probably pushed forward without building all the artillery and actually managed to do something. Also get like armor or something else to assist. I don't think artillery is the best thing for you right now. As it's not like he doesn't have like Beauforts and mortar pits and other things, or 17 pounders. He doesn't have that. He only has mines and a couple light units. You could easily smash it with a few minesweepers and whatnot. Once again, just to show, I'm not joking. The only AT that I currently see down here is 1 6-pounder. And looks like the British actually lost some of their men to a mine or something. Oh, no, the artillery kind of came in and maybe detonated a mine and blew them up. I'm unsure, but that would have been a hell of a hit if he killed them all in one go. That's why I think there might be a secondary cause. But anyway, all right, they killed 1 unit, but they need to push up. Right now, Axis forces have given the Allies 2 Panthers. So, not great. Not great. Anyway, we're pushing on forward. By the way, if I just had a picture of this as the thumbnail, how many people would be like, oh my god, the Germans captured a crocodile? Because that makes the most sense. And then you see the Panzer Grenadiers like, wait a second, hold on. Hold on. There's a problem here. How'd they get 2 Panthers? It makes more sense that they got 1 croc other than 2 Panthers. Meanwhile, we have a penal blob versus a Panzer Grenadier blob. Oh god. Penals are mostly occupied with anti-armor weapons. So the Panzer Grenadiers are pretty much entirely +1 Grenadier squad in the back. T-30-45s are backing them up. So with them being all blobbed up, they're going to do excess damage and easily push them back. Allied forces are still not capturing the north. That's a big problem, though, I would say. Right now, the Germans are still getting a ton of munitions, which is helping them stay in the game. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but that's what's currently going on. Elephant is in the north. Look, I'm glad he got it finally, but it's going to die to double Panthers, which I don't know. Yeah, that's actually pretty freaking hilarious, honestly. How'd the elephant die? Panthers, sir. Wait, there's a civil war? No, they stole 2 Panthers. Also, they got air support coming on in. So, we're going to see anti-infantry strafe and anti-armor strafe come on in to hit target. Oh, my God. Great shots on target. Elephant definitely down. You got some Panzer Grenadiers coming on support. They might kill the Panther, but, I mean, they literally, that's you can just imagine the Brits giving the Panther back. Now, if they lose both Panthers and don't kill the Elephant, okay, there we go. I was going to say, that would be a big loss if they did that. Airstrike coming on and suppressing all of them. Damn, where's the Storm Tiger when you need it? Sorry, this case in AVRE. But yeah, so Allied forces doing pretty well. Holding the line thus far. Lots of Panzerschrecks, but not so much, not so good against infantry. No left. Sure, why not? I really don't know what his deal was. Yeah, Perron's leaving. I think the Axis have officially given up at this point. King's just running rampant down here. It's like, finally, I'm left free. And yeah, they all leave. So let's double check this, shall we? So right now, playback is over, which means the entire enemy team left, I would assume, right? Yeah, they all left. So it was a rage quit. So what are we looking here? So the Axis currently have a total of 29,000. Best kill rate was ballistic. Blood Money had the most damage. Not really all that great KDs all around. Some negatives, some more even, but still, nah. Could have been a little bit better. Perron actually kind of liked up fighting him to the north. He had to deal with a fortification unit and actually did it pretty well. No was kind of a mixed bag. I like some of his plays, but then also it's like, why are you not attacking? Blood Money, Panzer Grenadier blob at the end was kind of hilarious, but overall more just, hey, you had a Panther and a Brumbar, and that helped. Ballistic, again, definitely helping. And again, at the very least, those two did come up to assist, so that way they could break the north and kind of hold that down. I feel like they just weren't able to fortify, which is hilarious because, again, they could have always asked to be like, hey, man who can fortify shit, can you build a Pack 43 up here so we can hold the armor? That would have been, if you would have built a Pack 43, again, you can build stuff away from your area. A Pack 43 like right here or like right here, he could fire through and killed a lot of armor that was pushing on in. That's the opportunity the Axis needed. They need a trap for the Allies to fall in. Instead, the Allies managed to steal a bunch of stuff. By the way, have to get up to the Allies. Requisition whores today. Literally just taking everything off the battlefield, scavenging it, using it to its fullest advantage. I mean, like, I think that's the MG42, right? Yeah, it's the MG42 right here. So it's like, they have that. They had the Panthers. They got tons of Panzerschrecks, stuff like that. They're just taking everything off the battlefield. Really good job right there. Top damage was 20. By the way, 20, I believe. Thank you for submitting this replay, and good job stealing 2 Panthers. I didn't think that, I thought it was like a glitch or maybe AI gave it to you, but nope, full humans. Second most kills though goes to Woody, and again, give it up to him for some really good plays. I believe with his KV, right? 20 kills with that. Shock Troop 16, stuff like that. MG with 12. 5 well, I think 5 aircraft, right? 5 aircraft? No, 2 aircraft and 3 infantry. But no, good job all across the board. Really good counterattack by the Allies. Once again, once they realized the Axis, they were doing, they countered fully with their forces and just pulverized the armor that the Axis saved up. it didn't stand up much, and I love how they were able to use it against the Axis. Just pretty hysterical in my opinion. Yeah. Oh god, fire coming down. Yep, those men would have died. But in any case, that's gonna be it. What do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments down below, and I'll take a look. But otherwise, remember to submit your replays, hit that like, subscribe button if you liked the video, of course. But this has been Greyshot17, and I'll see all of you next time. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot. Before you guys go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Milam, Joey, G240, Anton, Bishara, Ion, Pyro Shark, Ace, Jakub, Ocwieja. Thank you guys so much for your amazing support. You guys rock. This has been Greyshot17 and his amazing patrons, and I'll see all of you next time.